Boom, coming in hot, Chinchy. What's going on, dude? It's going to be a good one today, brother.
It is. We are coming in hot with one of the hottest pitchers in the game right now. What do we got going on?
Dude, one of the best pitchers in the game. This guy's flat out nasty, all right? And still a young buck sitting there at 28 right now. But listen, punching big-time tickets. This guy's an all-star in 2021, but one of the best pitchers in the game right now and only getting better. Let's bring him in, our buddy from the Milwaukee Brewers, Freddy Peralta. What's up, Freddy?
What's up, man? Great introduction. I love it.
You deserve a great introduction, dude. You're a great one. Bro, speaking of greatness, really quick, before we, kind of dive into some other stuff, just got your 1,000th punch out. I mean, that's, and what's incredible is how young you are. You were the fastest brewer to ever, you're one of only 4 brewers to ever do that, which is incredible. And the list is pretty amazing. But you're the fastest to do it too. What does that mean to you, getting to 1,000 punch outs so quickly? And, how do you feel about that?
And also, I feel really good about it, and all the love that I get when I reach to 1,000 from my teammates, some people that I played with before, some coaches, my family, they reach out to me, and it was a great feeling. I never thought that I want to get to 1,000, as a kid, like dreaming to be a baseball player at some point, and you never think about it. And get to that point is awesome. Great feeling and grateful about it.
Where's the ball? What are you going to do with the ball? Is it going to be in a nice little case or something?
It is in a case already.
Now we're talking. Dude, do you remember who was your first punch out? And, and take us back to that.
Yeah, LeMahieu in Colorado.
Oh, good. Yeah. LeMahieu.
Yeah, after a 3-0 count, I came back and I was able to strike him out.
Oh, that's great, dude. That's a good one to strike out.
Baseball. My mom has that baseball in Dominican Republic.
Oh, your mom.
I cannot take a word from her.
You're not getting that one back, bro. You're not getting that one back.
No, never.
Oh, man, that's so great. Dude, when you think back, I know it just got your 1,000th punch out. We just talked about your first, and you said when you're growing up a Dominican, man, you're just thinking about getting, hopefully one day to live the dream of playing in the big leagues. But I was doing some research, and it said you were a position player before you were even a pitcher. Were your dreams more as a hitter before you realized you had a cannon of an arm?
Yes, I play. I've been playing baseball since I was like 4 years old, and I have a lot of stuff since I was like a little kid. But I used to play third base and shortstop, and I always was able to pitch an inning or two if it was needed. So and then when I was 13 years old, 13, 14 maybe, the transition for to become a pitcher, it was a little frustration back then because I put a lot of work on the infield and hitting, and then just like wasting that. Is how I feel in that moment. But then, look, it was the right decision.
It was meant to be, dude. It was meant to be. But it is true. You put in so much work as a third baseman, as a shortstop, all the work in the cage, and they're like, "Hey, man, you're a pitcher now."
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God, it was terrible in the moment,
That's so great, dude. That's so great.
Yeah.
Dude, for you guys right now, with the Brewers, you guys a little bit up and down. You've gotten hot, you've gotten cold. The bats really haven't gotten going yet. Like, what's the vibe in the clubhouse out right now? And is Murph going nuts in there?
Murph. That's the part that I love about him. Like, he's always, he have the character. He's always like in that move. He's in the move. Like, like he want to win. And that's what I want to. Right. I've been here for a lot of years, and that's how I grow in this game, winning games, keeping that vibes all the time in the clubhouse, when we are, on the field, bringing the positive, And, I think that we can be better, but also, like, I think we got cold, we got hot for a little bit. It just, we're trying to work as a group a little better now, to bring all that, together to the game, and just try to get a win, play with freedom, and that's what we're putting emphasis right now. And I think for some reason that it's going better. It's going in better direction. It's just about a little time, you know. We know that it takes a lot of work, but I think that we're doing better and we're feeling better too.
Yeah, it's a long year.
Yeah.
You know, it's a long year.
Yeah, it's true.
You guys only have 120 some games to go.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's a lot of games left.
Yeah, Freddie, for you, man, I admire guys that, especially this day and age, I feel like with a position player, hey, we'll give this guy a day off. With a starter, hey, let's skip him a couple starts, make sure he's fresh. And with you, man, it's like last year you made every single start, workhorse for the team. You know, you're the guy you can really count on. You know, that's a mentality thing for me. Where does that mentality come from for you?
For me, man, number one, this is the game that I love. And number two, you know, this is a job for me as well. You know, I have to keep the responsibilities that I have. You know, how my teammates see me, the way that they see me here, the young guys. We have a lot of young guys. And, you know, I feel myself that I have to be the guy, you know, all the time, like be on time, be there when somebody need an advice or something. You know, that's what I try to do. Be myself every day, but my mentality has to be strong, and I have a strong routine too that I have to keep doing every day.
Dude, that's so good. Because you're right, man.
Yeah.
Just like you were looking at the veteran guys, how they do it. The young guys are looking, hey, how does Freddie do it? And if he's like, hey, I need a couple days off, they're like, hey, so I need a couple days off too. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, it's how it is, man. It's how it is. It's a lot of responsibilities that we have here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Who were some of the guys when you were coming up trying to put together the routines? Because we know how important the routines are every single day, especially as a starter, what you're doing, you know, those 4 days in between. Has anyone helped shape your routine? You know, how did that come about?
Being honest, man, most of the routine that I have, and so until like today, I had to put a lot of work, like myself. You know, I didn't get a lot of help. But at some point, me and Brandon Woodruff, we get to the point that we get like really close, and we start like having great communications and all that. I think that started in 2020. You know, we were good back then, like 2017, 18, and 19. It was like good relationship and all that. But we get like more involved, like in general. In 2020, because I remember like both of all daughters, like they born in the same year, almost at the same time, and everything started. And you know, we become like everything was more communication about the game, about the routines, about what made you better, how to manage some little moments on the field, and all that little stuff. Like when you put all that together, you know, everything gets like more clearly, like more easier for us. And he's the guy I think that I've been like next to him, like trying to get some support from him. And if you ask me like about who I watch, like from outside, it's Zach Wheeler. So he's the guy that
Zach Wheeler.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you know, I don't get to see or to know a lot about him, like about the everyday routine. Right. But what I see about him, like every day that he gets to the mound, is all I need.
Wait, who's a better hitter between you and Woodruff? Because he can swing it, dude.
And you what a question, man. Don't ask me that question. He's way better than me. Way better.
It's so great. To stay on Woody for a second too, because not only can he rake, but you know, obviously when he's healthy, he's a great pitcher, and it's been a while for him. And I know being down at spring training, talking to you guys, Murph had mentioned him, you know, hey, Woody's getting ready to get some rehab starts and get back. And you could tell there was a genuine love for that guy in the clubhouse. Yep. You know, have you talked to him? How's he doing mentally? And are you guys fired up to see him back in the big leagues at some point?
Yeah. We talk every day. You know, we get in touch every day. We haven't, you know, I'm excited for him to be back. Even in the off season, we were in contact all the time. Like I was following him, like his routine, his rehab and all that. And I'm excited to see him back on the mound with us here. I've been watching some of his rehab games too in the minors.
Good.
And, you know, I'm very excited about him because, man, it's something that I know is how bad you feel when you love the game and you are not able to play it for some reason, And I'm just wishing him the best and waiting for him to come back.
Yeah, that's great, dude. I'm excited for him to come back too, and it's great that you guys have such a great relationship. I want to go back to the Wheeler thing, because obviously Wheeler's one of the best pitchers in the game. What he throws, the split, the slider, the two-seam fastball. It seems like as he's gone on too, he's really learned how to pitch, and I kind of see that with you too. As you've watched Freddy Peralta's career, like, okay, it's not fastball all the time. Now we're seeing the changeup and the curveball, and so, what is it about Zach Wheeler that you kind of looked at and said, okay, I like that?
I think the respect that he shows about himself, his career, the game, when he's on the mound, like how confident he looks. In general, like you can tell that there's somebody on the mound that he knows what he wants, and he knows what the purpose for that night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the way that I see him when I start looking at him, and also something that makes me like I very confident at the same time about what I can be, how I can be better. Is that he's been better, like in the years. Like he's getting better. He's he turned 24 and he gets better. 35 and he's better. 36 now and he gets. My God, he's getting better every year, and you can he doesn't try to do too much. He's always like in the sun. He's always competing. It don't matter the situation, and it's just something very impressive for me. For me, he's my favorite.
Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How about you, Freddie? How do you think you've evolved as a pitcher? Physically, but also mentally as the years go on?
For me, mentally, I think it gets a little easier because you learn every day something. If you allow yourself to learn and to take, the little things from other players and whatever happens to somebody else, if you allow yourself to learn, it's gonna get easier mentally, But I think physically you can never stop working. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta eat good. You have to work out. You have to do your shoulder routine and all that stuff. And see your trainers and all that. Some players think that if you go to see your trainer, it's because something bad is happening. No, you gotta go there, take care of yourself, and listen to them. Some advices that you can get to get stronger in some point in some part of your body and all that. I think it's a big compliment about what you can control on the field and what you do outside of the field, like with your family and all that. I think it's very important. Like if you have a very nice family that they understand what you do, and all that, you can bring all that to the field, and everything gets easier to you. I'm proud about the family that I have, my parents, my brothers, my wife and kids and all that, because they all been helping me through all this, and everything's easier because of them.
Isn't that the truth? Perspective.
Yeah.
It's good to keep perspective that, like, when you're out on the field, your life's not all baseball.
Yeah.
You got a family, you got people that love you, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. I think I always tried to think that too. Like, my life's not all about, if I go 0 for 4, I'm not the biggest bum in the world, you know what I mean? Like,
man, those times when you have a bad game, and when I go back home, like 10 p.m. or something, whatever, when I see my kids, everything is like changed, like, okay, I'm here now. I gotta be at that now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it helps myself to get better and to prepare better for the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, dude, I totally know what you're saying. I had 4 kids too. I'll go 0 for 4, go home. I'd be like, hey, my son just pooped his pants. We got to clean the diaper up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I just went 0 for 4, 3 punch. I was like, who cares? The kid's pooped his pants.
Yeah, who cares?
I love
it's
it.
Incredible.
I love it. Yeah. It's so good. Well, dude, you talk about your family too. Like, we're going through this thing. Your brother.
Yeah.
Your brother's in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Pitching for the Rockies. Like,
yeah.
And he's a lefty. He's a different pitcher than you. Like, That's incredible. I find that to be incredible. I didn't have a brother, but if I had a brother and we both made the big leagues, I'd be like, this is amazing. I mean, the odds are ridiculous. So tell us about that, dude. Like seeing your brother, being able to play against him at times, and what's that like, at Christmas?
It is amazing, man. But the only the only part that I don't like about this is that I get nervous all the time that I see him on the mound. Oh my God, man! It started like beginning of the season this year. We went to Colorado, and he was pitching, and I knew at some point he was going to pitch because he's a reliever, And my teammates, Contreras, Frelick, Churio, they were like they know him already because we've been together, in some point, and they were like giving me a hard time, like, hey, we're gonna get him tonight. Let him know, like, get ready. He's gonna throw the fastball right in the middle. He's gonna hit a homer. And man, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what to do. Like, I don't know.
He's your brother. He's your blood. He's your blood.
It's my brother. But it's amazing feeling. I'm really proud about him. We work out together during the off season. He's still living in my parents' house. That's why he said, we live very close. And it's awesome, man. Like, I'm really proud about him, about my parents, the job that they had done for us. It's crazy. Where we're coming from, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Speak about that perspective, if you don't mind. Growing up in the Dominican and coming from where you're from, and the love that you guys, the love that Dominican has for baseball, it's incredible. Nothing better than having, the Dominican teammates that just bring that passion, that love, that smile that you bring too. But, getting out of the Dominican and getting to big league baseball is not an easy thing. Can you talk about, your upbringing and at times maybe having to struggle to get where you're at now?
Yeah. We came, we came from a not really poor family because at least we were able, thank God, we were able to. My parents were able to bring the food every day to the house, but that's it. That's all we had, and I remember like going to the school from 7:38 to 12:30 or maybe 1, and then straight to the field every day, even Sundays, every single days, to the field, taking practice the whole day. It's something that we grew up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the game that I love. And Dominican, everybody love baseball. People watch baseball everywhere, and that's why I think that we have all the energy, all the adrenaline, because we grew up with that. That's our sport in DR, and it's not really easy to play baseball there, but we find a way, man. We find a way to play the game that we love, and we're looking for the opportunity to get drafted for one of the 30 teams, and then whenever you sign, you gotta learn about the new culture that you're gonna see in the future. Like you're gonna eat better. You have to learn the language, all that. You gotta be outside of your family for a long time. That it happens to me. I never were outside of my family for probably a week. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get to play baseball in the rookie league in Arizona, man, it was hard for me. The food was different. I didn't speak the language. I couldn't communicate with my teammates and all that. It was hard. It was really hard. But then I learned the process, and the teams are doing way better with that because now they have a bunch of stuff to make those guys feel more comfortable.
Dude, your English is so good. I admire that. It's so ridiculous. Juan Castro was my translator back in the day. I'm like, Juan, teach me Spanish, dude. He's like, I know every freaking swear word. All I know is swear words. I was like, why don't I know? I can't talk to anybody, but I admired my Latino teammates. These guys know they're bilingual. But like, you speak such good English. Like, when did you really start learning English? Did you learn it did they give you a class or just in the clubhouse?
Thank you, by the way. But I did take some classes back then, but it was more like, a little baseball stuff.
Yeah.
Only, and I think was what helps me a lot. And back then it was watching shows in English on Netflix and YouTube, speaking with the other guys without being afraid to make mistakes. Even today, I know that I'm gonna make mistakes, but it's not my first language. I gotta get better, and I will get better. So that's what I do with them. I speak all the time. I'm not afraid to make mistakes, and I just let them know if I make a mistake, just let me know how to get better, and that's it. And I gonna work on it. That's what I did back then, and then at some point I was like, oh, now I feel comfortable doing it.
That's so great, man.
I never used a translator during the interviews.
Never. That's so good, dude. Good for you, man.
Nice.
Failure's feedback, right?
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it, dude. Dude, I thought it was amazing. I was there when Pedro Martinez, Pedro's a great friend of mine, and Chinch too. Like when Pedro went in to the Cooperstown, I got the chills even saying it. And he did his speech in English and Spanish, and I was like, that's absolutely incredible. No, he was able to. Were you able to see his speech?
Sorry?
Were you able to see his speech at Cooperstown?
Yeah. Even these days, like I still sometimes type in some Pedro Martinez highlights in YouTube, and I love to watch it because the way that he looks on the mound, he was crazy.
Yeah. And have you gotten to know Pedro at all?
Yeah. Awesome. I wish at some point, I know at some point I'm gonna be able to probably spend more time with him.
Yeah.
But I wish, to be next to him and asking a lot of questions and all that.
He loves that.
I met him before, but it was, something, it was like a meeting that we had, something like that. And I was respectful about it,
Yeah.
We spent some time there, but I wasn't able to get...
You want to know the secrets.
Yeah,
you want to know the secrets.
Exactly.
Are you going to rep the DR for the WBC this year? Are you hoping to?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I will.
Nice.
Let's go.
Dude, I'll tell you what, for the DR, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Japan, US, when you watch the WBC now, you're like, wow.
Man,
this is the world's best players.
There's a lot of talent, man. Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like when you see Venezuela, oh my God, it's crazy.
It's incredible.
US, oh my God.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Hey, I want to touch on one last thing before we let you go. Is in 2024 you were the Roberto Clemente nominee. I got my Clemente shirt on.
Oh yeah,
he's big. I live in Pittsburgh here. He's big in Pittsburgh, and obviously. But you were the Roberto Clemente nominee in 2024 for stuff you've done with the Dream Project and a lot of stuff that you do in Dominican, to help out kids with Latino kids with scholarships and also some food banks and stuff like that. Can you talk about what that meant to you to even be, mentioned as the Roberto Clemente nominee?
Man, for me, it's an honor to be nominated to the Roberto Clemente Award, because I knew before I be on the big list, I knew about it. I read about it, and it's for me it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I've been doing for years. I always try to do my best with the people in the community, and DR, and even here too. So we do some stuff around here. We help some people, some Latin community here in Milwaukee, and it makes me feel good when those people like come to me and they, you can see on them faces like they really feel like good about it. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel good inside of me because I remember when I was a little kid, we got help from other people. You know what I'm saying? And I know how it feels. Like when somebody come to you when you are a little struggle or something and they bring something to you, it's a lot. Even a small thing for you probably it means a lot for another family. And that's what I try to do all the time during the off season with the baseball kids and Dominican, with some family that probably need a little bit of help in the house and all that. That's what I try to do all the time. And I'm gonna keep doing it, man, until Jesus let me do it. So it's something that I love about people that have been around me that help me to do it.
They will know we are Christians by our love, right?
Yep.
They will know we are Christians by our love, man.
Yeah.
That's Great stuff, Freddie. Freddie, dude, we appreciate your time with us today, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm impressed with you as a player. I'm more impressed with you as a man.
Thank
for
you.
what you're doing with the community, what you're doing with your family, the kind of teammate you are, the leader that you are with the Brewers. And dude, best of luck to you the rest of the way. I'm sure you and Murph and all the guys in that clubhouse will get you guys rolling here soon. But tell Murph I said hi, and
I will.
Take a couple deep breaths at some point. Everything's gonna be okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I will let him know. Thank you, guys.
yeah. Thanks a lot, Freddie.
All right,
Appreciate
you're
your time,
welcome.
brother.
Anytime. All right.
Okay, man. We'll see you soon, man.
All right. Bye-bye.